Thank you for joining me. Today I want to go over the Tesla second quarter earnings call that literally just came out, or rather just finished. And there was a lot of things in there that are very interesting for the long-term outlook. So the good news is positive cash flow. They actually made over $600 million this quarter in positive cash flow, which brings their total cash to over $5 billion. So that means that even if they lost $1 billion a year, it would take them 5 years to go bankrupt. And with a growth of over 100% currently, I don't see that happening. I see more of a problem of them not knowing what to do with all the money coming in. So then we have increasing demand. They actually finished the quarter with more orders than they started the quarter with, which means that they have additional orders on the books that they need to fill, besides the 95,000 cars they delivered. They also have increased production capacity. JB said that they're currently producing 28 gigawatt hours of batteries, and the batteries have been a limiting factor in the past for producing the vehicles. So 28 gigawatt hours is obviously a lot, but he also said that they're currently increasing that, and it will get closer to and even beyond the theoretical maximum of the 35 gigawatt hours that they set for the Gigafactory 1. Then we have Shanghai Gigafactory. They said that they're actually producing machines for the Gigafactory, and they started installing those. So the Shanghai Gigafactory will be producing Model 3s before the end of the year. And they're saying they can achieve a run rate of about 3,000 per week, which is incredible. I don't really see that happening before the end of the year, but even 1,000, 2,000 per week would be amazing. So we'll see what happens there. Then we have Europe Gigafactory, which has been announced like in a short sentence at some point somewhere. They don't have a location yet, but they said that they're probably going to find a location by the end of this year and finish the factory by the end of 2021. So obviously that's a very nice point for that. And Europe market, just like the China market, is very sedan heavy. So having a Gigafactory that only produces a Model 3 would probably be amazing in Europe as it would be in Shanghai. And as I said, the leasing income, $100 million obviously doesn't sound like much, but in the best case, that means that people leased 40,000 Model 3s in June. I say best case because obviously that didn't happen, and best case because the down payment is $2,500, but there's a $399 monthly payment. So if the leasing income includes a lot of vehicles that have been leased in a past quarter, that would obviously not be great. But as more and more cars go to people leasing them, the monthly payments go up significantly. And obviously the money will just keep coming in. So leasing income is pretty nice here because obviously without a lot of cars being leased instead of bought, I don't think they would have made a loss in this quarter. So with that, money just keeps coming in for the next 36 months. And that's going to be a much bigger factor later. Good outlook for the future, that one. We'll see what happens there, obviously. And then, as I mentioned, $5 billion in cash. So they have so much cash laying around that they don't even really know what to do with. They said that they already started tuning the Gigafactory 1 for Model Y production. They said that they spent $250 million on the Gigafactory 3 in Shanghai. So even with all that, $5 billion in cash laying around, obviously a very good thing. So now to the bad news, $400 million loss in GAAP or $200 million in non-GAAP. I expected a profit, but I also didn't expect them to start having production equipment and all that for Model Y. I think it's too early for that, especially with the outlook being fall 2020. But obviously not terrible, especially with $5 billion in the bank. So that's the bad news. I think that's a fairly minor point in the long run. Elon Musk and Drew said that they're going to be cash flow positive from here on out, with Q1 and Q2 of next year being fairly tough quarters. But if they're cash flow positive, that's pretty much all I care about, because you can't run out of cash if you keep having cash coming in. So obviously Tesla pretty much never going to be bankrupt at this point. So that's all I care about. With 100% year-over-year growth, that just means that in a few years the company is worth trillions of dollars, and I don't really care what happens this quarter or next quarter. All right. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. I'm coming out with new videos every day before market open. I hope you have a successful day.